I have no shoes! Oh, sorry.
Welcome back to Maya's Pretty Reviews. I'm Maya, a movie fan film.
I am the movie Phantom. What are we reviewing tonight, sweetie?
Okay. The Scary Movie 5 and Jennifer's Body. Okay. Can I go for Jennifer's Body?
Go right ahead, sweetie. It's your show.
Okay. Jennifer's Body is about these teens. Yeah, they go to really?
I don't even think.
You are.
I love you.
Okay. They go to a bar and there's a band playing, which the band is looking for a virgin to sacrifice. So they sacrifice Megan Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she turned into like she eats flesh.
And came back as like a monster type of demon possessed or something.
Yeah. And she like she's hungry, she's like all ugly and she's like no makeup or anything on. Yeah. So her best friend's trying to stop her.
Yeah. Amanda Siegfried.
Yeah, and
I forgot what her character's name was.
But yeah. So that's basically like the whole movie.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, what'd you think of it?
I liked it,
Mm-hmm.
but I thought it was confusing how it started at the beginning where she's in a Salem asylum.
Oh, the shot out sequence a little bit there.
Yeah.
You mean the ending was at the beginning, and then moved through and went back to the very beginning at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, I am actually going to be reviewing this either next week or the week after next. So I opted out of watching it. Now, I have seen it before. I hate Diablo Cody. I just don't like her at all. I don't think she deserved the Oscar, blah, 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 blah. I'm a hater. I'm just fucking chugging that haterade right now. I don't think she's that good of a writer. She just isn't. Her dialogue's just pretentious, and I just fucking hate her. So anyways, I didn't care for a lot of the elements of this movie. I did like the aspect of, well, it's kind of cool because they throw her into that, like off that waterfall or something, and there was like this weird, like I don't know, it went down and they didn't know where it goes. And you may be like, well, that's bullshit, but no, in fact, 2 towns down from us, there's a river called the Lost River. And it has the same thing, where like literally they've thrown like shit in there and they don't know where it goes. I'm not making this up. Lost River, Google it. I'm not good at the town though, so fuck you. Anyways, so I thought that aspect was kind of cool. I like the idea that this band sold their soul, or not really sold, or sacrificed their devil, or sacrificed Jennifer's body to Satan. But they didn't do it for the thing. It was like they did to be a breakout band because, and I love the line, like how hard it is for a struggling indie band to break through. I don't know, I kind of like that. But other than that, I mean, I don't know, I didn't care for it. It was just very typical. I think the only thing it really had going for it was Megan Fox. That was it. But it was, I think, even if it was rated R, you don't see any tits or anything, so it's like, who cares? It was just very typical. So, wasn't a fan. Just was not a fan, but I don't know. You'll hear more about my review when I do my show. So.
Yeah.
And what's next, sweetie? What's next on the agenda?
Scary Movie 5. Woo! Okay, Scary Movie 5 is really?
What? You do this on my show all the time.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No. Okay, it's like, it's kind of like stories, like a couple stories together into the movie. Because there's, Mama.
Oh, you mean the movies are spoofing?
Yeah.
They spoof quite a bit, but yeah, I guess it does mainly follow Mama and Paranormal Activity. Those seem to be the two biggies that they're following the most.
The book. The book.
Oh, yeah, I think there's like Evil Dead turn there toward the
Yeah.
end. So,
So,
I mean, but it does prove a lot. I mean, it hits
Yeah.
up a lot of different things.
yeah. So that's mainly
The plot.
The plot.
Okay.
All through. Yeah.
Okay. What'd you think of it?
I liked it.
Mhm.
I liked the part where they're the popsicle. One of the girls eating it, eating a stick,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, "It's the other way. It's on the other," and she sticks it up her ass.
Oh yeah,
And then she smells it.
Yeah.
And and she passes out. Yeah, that's the funny part.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Time for me to run my mouth for about 5-10 minutes.
Uh,
All right, here we go. Scary Movie 5. Okay, when it comes to scary movie movies, the first two I think were great. I really do. I think they're just fucking hilarious. I love them both. Even as an adult, like they came out when I was in high school, so I was clearly more juvenile, I guess the word could be. Because clearly kids are going to love these movies a little bit more than adults. I mean, that just goes without saying. But I still think the first two hold up. I think I remember not caring as much for the second one before, but then when you watch the other sequels, it's like, wow, 2's good. And we own 1 and 2, I believe. I like them. 3's not bad. I remember the first time I watched 3, I didn't care for it, and then one night I'm hanging out with my brother, and he was watching it, and I caught myself watching it and kind of laughing a little more, and so I'm like, 3 ain't bad. You can clearly tell, not nearly as good as the first two, but I think Charlie Sheen really saved the first one, or the third one, sorry. I thought he was funny, but a lot of the jokes just kind of fell flat. 4 sucked. I did not like 4 at all. I didn't think it was I don't even remember a whole lot of it, but nothing really stuck out. So I had no desire to see 5. And if you guys remember, this came out...
5?
I'm talking before I had no desire to see 5. And I don't know if you guys remember or not, but this came out pretty close to A Haunted House with Marlon Wayans. And it was the same basic thing. Like they were, just spoofing Paranormal Activity. Of course, he does more just found footage in general, as opposed to this was just hitting like all these mainstream movies. So, I don't know. I remember just thinking, like, well, clearly that's going to be the better movie. I think Haunted House, I shouldn't see how big Haunted House thing, but I will for a second. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed the Haunted House. There was definitely a lot of misses. Like, for every hit, there was a miss as well. So anyways, I don't know why I went sidetracked there, but so she's like, I'm going to do Scary Movie 5, and normally she tells me ahead of time what she's going to review, as I do to her, and we got to decide if we're going to watch it or not. And like I said, I already knew I was watching Jennifer's Body, so I was like, I'll pass on that, but I was like, no, Scary Movie 5, I was like, oh, I'll watch that, we'll check that out. And so I watched it, and
I want more comedy to it.
well, I do feel like, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, there were some parts that caught me off guard, because this was definitely funnier than I thought it would be. I figured it was going to be just stupid all the way through, like, part 4. And it definitely had some funny parts, but however, for every funny part, for me anyway, there was like, it was like you get one funny gag and then just like 13 shitty ones. And then one funny gag and then 13 shitty ones.
I've seen get his ball smacked by the door.
Oh, yeah.
In the movie.
I do think the opening sequence is the best with Charlie Sheen and Lindsay Lohan. The fact that they're willing to poke fun at themselves, I'm always down for that. So yeah, no, I enjoyed that. I'm trying to think what else. The one scene I'll stand by this scene because it was fucking hilarious. Is we already mentioned that Mama and Paranormal Activity are like the main 2 storylines they go through, and then like we said at the end, there's a little Evil Dead thrown in there. But another one that's kind of like a subplot is they do a whole Rise of the Planet of the Apes or Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, whichever one came first. I can't even remember. Anyways, so they got in the lab they have Caesar. Chimp. Of course, in this, he's wearing pants and shit. It's ridiculous. It's clearly a guy in a monkey costume, but there's a scene where, because he moves in with him, like he just shows up and moves in with him, and shit goes bad. But as like, you got Morgan Freeman, I'm using quotation because I don't know who it was, it clearly wasn't really him, but you got like a Morgan Freeman type narrating everything.
I think it is Morgan Freeman.
Anyways, so as you just see this monkey in the bathroom. He's at the sink, and he's just narrating how smart this monkey is and how intelligent he is over everybody else. And goes on and on and on. Like this scene goes for fucking ever, and you're just kind of like, oh, this is boring. But the monkey walks out of the bathroom, and Freeman's still narrating, and then literally he rushes back into the toilet, picks up poo, and slings it at the mirror. I lost it. I mean, I fucking laughed so hard. I was like, that is the funniest fucking thing ever. Granted, it is a juvenile poop joke. Guess what? It worked on this guy, and I laughed my ass off. Easily one of the funniest things. I think a lot of the Planet of the Apes stuff was the best part, because there's even another scene where, like, Caesar's trying to protect the kids. Like, he's seen Mama, and so he's trying to protect the baby. And, of course, it's all caught on camera, but it seems like every time that, like, Ashley Tisdale and their guy looks at the camera, you see him in, like, a, you know, basically it's out of context. It's like him shaking a baby. But then when they turn around and look at him and kind of scold him, you see it's Mama trying to fight with him and everything else. That was funny. I do think the Evil Dead scene was funny because it had the girl from Modern Family, the oldest daughter.
Yeah.
But they were like a Christian like church group type thing.
Yeah.
And they're all upstairs, so the Ashley Tisdale and the other chick, they go downstairs and they get the Evil Dead book. I think it's called the Evil Book in this, but it's like the Evil. It's the Necronomicon very much. So they say the words, and
Nick to Arata Nicola.
Oh, close. They added Gort at the beginning of it, but then it was Gort, Klaatu, Verada, Nikto.
Yeah.
Give me 2 movies that's from.
2.
Well, initially it was from, I think it was The Day the Earth Stood Still, if I'm not mistaken.
Never seen it.
Oh. And then, Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
He has to read from the book, and he messes up.
Yeah.
Klaatu, Verada. Anyways, but as they read the word, because there's another word that will take away the evil. So they read the words, and they keep waiting, and nothing happens. But then you go upstairs, and it's just fucking pandemonium. It's chaos, blood splattering everywhere. Everybody's like, you know, severing their limbs and stuff. Yeah. And then, of course, they say the words, the word, you know, changes it all back to normal. And they all just calmly sit back down, but they got like body parts missing, and there's like, what the hell just happened? And once again, I mean, I'm clearly not making it sound that funny. It was funny though, like it worked. I don't know. So I don't know. It had its moments. It was definitely better than 4. It's a tough sell of 3. You get the feeling that this movie clearly was meant to have Anna Faris in it and the other black chick, because they literally just put this new white girl, new black girl in the movie, like out of nowhere, like almost like they were just like buds and chums and ready to do this whole thing. I don't know. So you get, like I said, you get the sense that they initially had them written in there, and then when they both refused, or well, fuck it, we'll just recast, no big deal. They do a Black Swan lesbian scene, but they just do all these innuendo things where they get, you know, these pair of scissors and they're doing this, and they get the tacos and they're, you know, at one point you see a tunnel and there's a train, so you know, typically when you see a guy and girl having sex, the indication would be, you know, you see the train go through the tunnel, but then you just see another tunnel and it starts smacking the other tunnel. I don't know. Once again, there were certain things in there that literally spoke to the 14-year-old Phantom on the inside, and I thought some of it was funny. But for everything I said, everything that's funny, there's a bunch of dumb shit, and unfortunately the dumb shit does outweigh it. Like, I would not highly recommend this, unless, if you're just a fucking fan of all these spoof movies, like if you...
I give it 5 out of 10.
If you're sucking off like fucking disaster movie or Vampires Suck, then you'll love this movie. You will be like, oh my god, this is fucking hilarious. I will say, I think I laughed more out loud during this than I did a Haunted House. Now, I do think Haunted House is the better movie, but it's just not as funny, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
I liked it, but I need more.
Yeah, it definitely missed more than it hit, but the ones that hit, it hits pretty good. I'd mildly recommend it. We watch it on Netflix. If you got Netflix and you want to kill about an hour and a half, I would say check it out. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't go out of your way though.
Both.
Yeah. Jennifer's Body I didn't care for. Fuck Jennifer's Body. More on that later. Is that it, sweetie?
Yep.
All right.
Until the next video, which will be on Monday. Top 3.
Top 3 Monday. Check it out.